Hi guys, Mr. Squeegee. Here to give you a handy little tip that I use for water-fed poling. As you can see at the very beginning, we're focusing in on some spotting. I just, to get a good demo here, I just kind of give it a quick brush with my water-fed pole and walked away, didn't rinse it, just so I could get some spotting. Uh, Probably if you're anything like me, you've cleaned a water-fed pole, you've cleaned a window with a water-fed pole, and you've come back, you've gone to the inside and found either a spot in the corner, or maybe across the top of one or two windows, or maybe a runner, and then you think, oh, I've got to break out the pole and scrub that again. But for us, what we found to be the easiest way to handle that is one of the things we use for touch-ups. It's this Sprayway glass cleaner. On a second or a third story window, though, it's kind of awkward to get up. You have to re-ladder or use a ladder when we've already used the water-fed pole. So what we found is we use my Ettore version of the Fix-It clamp by Unger. Well, about the only difference is mine's black and the Unger one is green. And then we use some of these nice microfiber towels. And what I like to do is to roll them up into a pretty tight little bundle like that. That'll fit nicely in the Fix-It clamp, and it's about, a little past edge to edge on there. Then I can tighten that down, and then we'll just take the spray foam at that point, make sure it's good and shook up, and then I just give it a good spray on. And that's most of it. By the time I get up to the window, most of it, as you can see, it's settling down on the foam and everything. The handy part about this is, this is a shorter pole, but I can put this on my 24-foot pole. I can put this on my reach around with a cone on it on my water-fed pole. So if I'm beyond what my standard poles will handle, I can still use this with my water-fed pole in the reach around. And then I can just come along and buff out those like that. And the nice thing about this Sprayway is it basically, in the can, is pure water, alcohol, and some cleaner, and that's about it. And it just dries streak free after you've done that. So that's a handy way if you get some areas where you've got a couple of windows that need touched up after you're done water-fed poling. You don't need to break out a ladder. You don't need to traditionally clean that window again. You don't even need to break out the water-fed pole again. You break out your Sprayway foaming glass cleaner, a microfiber, your Fix-It clamp, and you're set to go. So hopefully you'll find that tip helpful and useful on your next water-fed pole job. Thanks guys, and we'll see you on the boards.